Tuesday, August 21st, first period, Algebra 1. Warm-up quiz. Problem number 1. Answer to this one is to do 4 times 2 first, that's 8, and then plus 3 and plus 6. You should come up with 17. Next problem. 3 squared plus 9 times 2 minus 5 times 3. Step 1 is to get 9 out of 3 squared. 3 squared is 9, and 9 times 2 is 18. 5 times 3 is 15. It should be 27 minus 15, which gives you 12. Number 3. Step 1 is to get 16 from 4 squared. That's 4 times 4. And then we keep everything else. 16 times 2 is 32. If you divide that by 16, you come up with 2. Add 5 and get an answer of 7. Number 4. Step 1 is to add up or subtract whatever's in the parentheses. 2 plus 1 is 3, and 3 minus 1 is 2. 5 times 3 is 15, and 6 times 2 is 12. Answer should be 27. Last one. Okay, parentheses first. 4 minus 1 is 3, and 1 plus 3 is 4. 6 times 3 is 18. 5 times 4 is 20. 38 is the answer. Pick a number from 1 to 10 and bring it up here. The winning number today is 5. If you have 5, come and get 10 million. Next up is the homework check. You must have all work shown, or else you don't get your 50 points. Alright, I need the homework answers 3 at a time. First up is 1, 2, and 3. Answers for 1, 2, and 3 are 22, 5, and 5. Answers to 4, 5, and 6 are 42, 56, and 48. Answers for 7, 8, and 9. 35, 100, and 55. Answers to 10, 11, and 12. 22, 50, and 5. If you have all 3, come and get it. Answers are for 13, 14, and 15, 80, 18, and 16. Today's learning objective will still be order of operations. Specifically, the learning target is to include parentheses, exponents, and brackets all together in these problems. So example number 1 is this. 3 plus 2 times the quantity 1 plus 2, the quantity squared of 1 plus 2, I should say, close the quantity, and then 4 times 3. Step 1 is to take care of what's in the parentheses first. So you have 1 plus 2. Make that a 3. Now this 4 times 3 on the back end, it's multiplication separated by addition from the rest, so you can still go ahead and do that, even though it's out of order technically, but you can still do it. So go back to the parentheses and take care of the exponent. 3 squared is 9. Anytime you square something, you multiply it by itself. And then go back and take care of that multiplication. Anytime you have a number up against a set of parentheses, you're multiplying it by what's in the parentheses. So that would be 18. Now 3 plus 18 is 21, and add 12 to that to come up with an answer of 33. Example 2. 3 plus 4 times the quantity 5 minus 3. That should be the quantity squared of 5 minus 3. Close the quantity and then add 16 divided by 4 and plus 2. Go to the parentheses first and do 5 minus 3, which is 2. You can go ahead and take care of this. 16 divided by 4 is 4. And then go back to the parentheses and square the 2. 2 squared is 4. Keep everything else. 4 times 4 is 16. And then from there it's just a straight addition problem. So we'll do that all at once. 3 plus 16 is 19, plus 4 is 23, plus 2 is 25. Practice problem number 1. 4 plus 3 times the quantity squared of 3 plus 1, close the quantity, and then plus 20 divided by 4 plus 1. For the practice problem, first you have to do the 3 plus 1 inside the parentheses. So that would be 4. And then 20 divided by 4, we can go ahead and do that and make it 5. Go back and square the 4 to get 16. And then 16 times 3 is 48. Now it's just a straight addition problem. 4 plus 48 is 52, plus 5 is 57, plus 1 is 58. If you have that, come and get 2. Here is the bonus problem. Everybody had the bonus right. It is 63. A bonus problem while we're waiting on the practice problem number 2. On the practice, do 3 plus 2 first to get a 5, and then 2 plus 1 to get 3. Square both of those. That's 25, and this is 9. Take care of this multiplication here, which is 18, and now you just add them up. 31 plus 18 is 49. A bonus problem while we're waiting on the practice. 2 plus 3 times the quantity squared of 1 plus 1, close the quantity, and then plus 4 times the quantity squared of 3 minus 1. The bonus, you should do this first and then this, so you'll come up with a 2 in this spot and then another 2 here. Square both of those to come up with 4 here and also 4 here. And then do the multiplication. That's a 12, then a 16. Add them up. Answer is 30. Practice problem to come in. Example number 3. 2 plus 3 times the quantity of 2 plus 1, or not 1, but 2 plus 3 times the quantity squared of 1 plus 1. Close the quantity, add 2, close the larger quantity, and then add 3. Alright, on this you're going to have to start inside the brackets first. And when you're inside the brackets, start over again and look for the parentheses. So you have to do that first. And 1 plus 1 is going to give me 2. Keep everything else the same. And then go back to the brackets, then back to the parentheses, and square the 2. That's going to be 4. Now go back to the brackets and then back to that multiplication. You're going to end up with 12. Now go back to the brackets and just add those up here. 2 plus 12 is 14 plus 2 is 16. And you have multiplication to do. 3 times 16 is 48. So now you just add them all up. 2 plus 48 is 50, plus 3 is 53. That's example number 4, which we're not doing. There it is, practice problem number 3. 3 plus 2 times the quantity of 3 plus 4 times the quantity squared of 5 minus 3, close the quantity, plus 2, close the larger quantity, and then subtract 2 times 4. On the practice problem, go to the brackets first and then start over. Look for the parentheses. So in the parentheses you're going to have 5 minus 3, which is a 2, and keep everything else the same, except you can go ahead and simplify that on the end. Make that an 8. Back to the brackets and then the parentheses inside. 2 squared is 4. Keep everything else the same. Now back to the brackets and then to the parentheses. 4 times 4 is 16. Now we can simplify that bracket left to right. 3 plus 16 is 19, plus 2 is 21. And keep everything else the same. 2 times 21 is 42. 3 plus 42 is 45. Minus 8 should be 37. A bonus problem while we're waiting on the practice to come in. 3 plus 5 times the quantity of 4 plus 2 times the quantity squared of 7 minus 4. Close the quantity, subtract 5, close the larger quantity, and then subtract 2 times 3. No one missed the bonus. The answer was 82. Homework assignment coming up. $50 points. Make sure you show each step of work like I did in the examples so you can get all 50 of your points.